There we go. It's working. Good evening, everyone. A lot of members. We've got some more to give away tonight, so we'll have to wait for some other people to come in, because otherwise you'll get them twice. They've started giving memberships away.
What?
Have you noticed on yours?
No.
If you go down to the bottom when you go live, on this week, and where you put Super Chat, it says membership gifting.
Oh, you can give memberships now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's you can give 10 out a month. Obviously, the idea being that once they've had a free month, they'll want to buy a second one.
They want to pay.
I suppose it's what's.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at the fine people we've got in here who we love.
What a outstanding.
Say it with a bit more conviction, Mick. A bit more conviction.
The fine people that we've got in here, we absolutely love. How's that?
There it goes.
Fine people.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've only got 54 minutes because the Jock Mafia's on at 10, so we better get on. Good evening, Kenny 2023, we love you. Good evening, Mr. Snowman. Oh, Bunny, missed her out. Good evening, Vapor Bunny, we love you too. Good evening, the Vaping Snowman. Hope you're well, mate. Good evening, Craig D. Hope you're well. We love you. We tell them all we love them, you see, if they're members. They love it. That's why they come in, because we love them. Yeah. Matt Polly, good evening. We love you. Billy Lee. Well, everybody loves Billy Lee. Golf BN, we love you. That's a bit awkward.
I know. We'll smooch after the show.
Yeah, we'll smooch after, yeah. Net Reality. Oh, we don't have to love him. You watch, you'll end up getting a bloody membership, so I have to love him. Good evening, Mr. Intense. Nice to see you. Good evening, Cloud Chucker. We love you. Good evening, Ian Thomas. Good evening, SVR. Sheck. Vape Reviews. We love you. He takes some smooching, though. He's a bit too tall. I'm gonna try and pronounce this, and I'm gonna make an absolute ash of it. Stephen.
Really?
Yeah, Stephen. Good evening, Stephen. See, I can pronounce Stephen.
I don't even see what you're trying to pronounce, but okay.
Underneath Mr. Intense, is sandwiched in between Mr. Intense and Billy Lee, which can't be such a bad place to be, really. Stephen Devresser.
Stephen Diversary.
Is it?
If that's the right pronunciation, it might be French.
Sounded better in Scottish.
He's a diverse individual. That's what it is.
Diverse.
Yes.
Anyway, somebody will tell me one day. If that's a made-up name, it's not good. If it's a real name, it's perfect. But it's always amazing, isn't it, when people come in the chats and they've got this this amazing name that if you're on a phone and you're trying to tag them in it, you've got to then type a thing about it. Well, I suppose like the Late Night Babe Show, to be honest. Anyway, we've done Ian Thomas, haven't we? Good evening, Steam Pugs. We love you.
Do we really, though?
Do
we really?
He's become famous.
Yeah.
Have you seen him? Have you seen him in that? He's in E17. Yeah. He's in E17 now. I'll have to show you later, Bill, because you don't even know who E17 is. Good evening, Andy Criddles. Nice to see you.
I have no idea. I've seen that thing floating around that you keep popping up, but I see him in a little white suit with a hat on, but that's all I know. I don't
that's
know
not
what
him.
it means.
That's not actually him. There was a band over here 20 years ago. They got number one at Christmas. They were they were massive, and they've gone together with.
At the time they were.
Was it Zeus Juice? They've gone with.
No, it was Rage.
Was it Rage?
No, not Rage. Who the fuck? It wasn't Zeus. It was one of the other big Riot. It was Riot.
Riot Squad. That's right. And they've done this song, and it just happened. I caught my eye on it, and apparently Liam did at the same time because he'd sort of put some on there as well. But it was just the way the guy turned around. Obviously, he got a beard, and Pugs ain't got much of a beard because he shaved it off for a good cause. Anyway, let's move on because otherwise it'll be time to go.
And we need to start talking about fluid as well. If we talk about Pugs for too long.
Oh no, have we got to talk about fluid? Have we got to talk about vape gems as well and go through the site? Chewing the fat with Craig and Kenny. Good evening.
Is that like lighter fluid?
Jesus.
Oh, apparently it's a new juice line. We actually tried it at Expo in May, and it's finally being launched into the world on.
I'll tell you what, if they can get that taste, you get a Zippo lighter and you put that fluid in there and you crick that first crank there and hit that. Oh man, that flavor, that tastes good.
Well, they've got sending the reviewers packs down soon. I picked one of them's RY4. Is it Bakewell Tart? I can't remember what it was now without looking, but I'll not say anymore because I'll be wrong. Good evening, John the Vaping Joker. Nice to see you. Oh, Vaping Brummy. Nice to see you. Connor Smith's in as well. Nice to see you. I think we're done. Time of the Vapor. Good evening. Jane Dowd. Good evening. I think it's Dowd. Fax is in. Safe, lads.
Jane was on.
She
was on the show.
She's a caster now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jane was a guest on Ian's show. Can't remember the fucking name of it. Laid back
Vape Show. Yeah, she's one of the. She's one of the. She's involved with them. She's one of the sponsors with the Shy Tots. And if you want to buy some Shy Tots off the internet without sending a message to Jane, you can buy it off Vape Gems. And also, if you're thinking of buying any Dispergo liquid, if you nip over there and put Bill 20 in, you get 20% off.
That's a good discount.
Was it Bill 10?
That 20%.
Yeah, but basically, it's costing me a fortune. You do realize I have to make up that 20% every time they use it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they do it. We have to buy it off them, and then Bill goes on there and they do it.
I have to go pay the extra 20%.
For God's sake, don't mention free shipping. He'll have to say his golf
to the US.
I don't know. I'm not sure if they do ship to the US, but it'd be worth checking. Nice bunch of lads. They do sponsor this channel by a giveaway. I think it's about once a month. When I can remember, to be honest, or when they can remember to tell me what it is. All right, SVR 20 works apparently. What was I going to show you? I was going to show you something. Oh God, what was it? Ed's gone already. That was it. Anyway, Victor, the last time you were here was the 21st of June, 2020.
Didn't know it was that long ago.
And we got 1.4K views and something like 200 likes. So if you don't hit the like button, we're not going to get up to over 200 likes. Yeah, 1.4K. I remember, I looked at it. I was looking for something a while back, and I did a review on a Caliburn, the second one that came out.
Yeah.
And I got 1,000, because I actually got it out about 3 hours before Mark Fagan. I got 1,000 views on it. And I think we were on about the same with that show, but for some reason it's just another 400 people's watched it, so they must be looking back for retro things.
Must be.
I think my thumbie up button is kind of sticks or something, because I don't think I see all the, like right now mine says 4, it says 50 watching and 4 thumbs up. I think it's broke, because even when I was doing Ian show, like I said earlier, there was like 40 some and there was 6, and I was
you need to refresh.
Yeah, refresh. If you go out and come back in.
I can't. If I refresh, then that makes me go away.
Yeah. Well, don't refresh it.
And never come back.
Anyway, I'll just demonstrate how this works. Membership gifting, buy memberships. Gift free of charge. You have 5 memberships left to gift this month. Well, we won't be on anymore this month, so we'll do it now. I hope there's 5 people in.
I don't think there's 5 people that. Well, probably is. Yeah, there we go. Here we go.
There you go. Stephen got it.
Stephen. Balabolo.
Oh, there we go.
Carp Vapor.
Hey, Carpy's in.
Wrestling and heavy metal. And Amanda's Adventures.
So there's all the people. There's all the people that were watching but not in chat.
Yeah. They were ghosting.
Good evening, Stephen. I presume, is that Stephen Carp? Is it Carpy? Can't see.
Yeah, it's Carp Vapor.
Yeah, but that says Carpy Vapor. I didn't know if you still had that channel.
Carpy. Yeah, Carpy Vapor. That sounds like Greg. Everything is thummy uppy, Carpy Vapor.
That sorts them out, doesn't it? That shows you in there.
Yeah, Mommy
heard the
Mommy whipped me.
Anyway, that's it for this month. We can't give any more away. We gave away 5 last week. I went in to try and do it last week, and I was just going to send pay for one that, and it went in. It says, "Oh, you've got 10 to give away." So I clicked on it then, and I think somebody else did it as well. Red did it. We ended up with 30 members in a short space of time. So,
oh, damn.
There's Steamy Watermelon.
Steamy Watermelon. Good
California
evening.
again. Yeah, he drops by from California each week.
Somehow
he's home at 1:00 in the afternoon because
is that what it is?
He's basically that's in Cal. Yeah, because it's 4 here. They're 3 hours behind us. So I'm on Eastern. Yeah.
I'm a professional lurker about memberships where I lurk. I just thought it was quite an interesting thing to do, though. Really, to be honest, isn't it? Bit of a different.
I didn't even
know
it was a thing. I'll need to look for that when the
you need to, yeah.
It was up on Thursday. Never even noticed it.
So yeah, the idea being obviously it's to promote membership. If all the benefits you get as a member over here, you get 3 emojis.
Hello from Belgium. Yeah.
Good evening, Garrett. Nice to see you. I ain't got any Belgian beer tonight, mate, but I had to get San Miguel because I was a bit late getting it, and I wanted it to chill down, so I wanted some in bottles. And so I've got San Miguel and I've got Carlsberg in the fridge. It takes 2 days to cool a Carlsberg.
Yeah.
Carlsberg, bloody Carlin down.
Stick it in the freezer.
Well, yeah, that takes management, doesn't it?
Because he would forget it's in the freezer. That's the problem.
Yeah, you've got to count him in and count him back out.
To know about the Raga AIO. EIO. He's got a bit of a strange button placement.
Is that the button at the front?
What?
Is that the button at the front?
No, that's the button there. Fire button, up, down. This bloody thing, absolutely no battery compartment. The battery, this is the one thing that pisses me off. No battery compartment. It just sits there. And then, of course, you've got the billet box tank in the front. It's a cracking little bit of kit, but this royally pisses me off. Having the battery open like that.
To cover it?
Why do you think that was? They thought that was a cool idea, or is that the prototype?
I don't know. Well, they're not the first company to do that. Another company in China done this before, but I don't know.
Where are these people's names coming from on the gifts?
Oh wow!
Shrek just did 5, and right these people.
Crypto junkie. Good evening.
Shrek's gifting.
Nacho Doritos. There we go.
Oh, there's Mr. Anderson. I recognise that name.
Mr. Anderson, good evening. Is he there?
Yeah, he just gifted a membership by Shrek.
Oh, there you go.
No, he's in the middle of the. Yeah, he was.
No, he was. Yeah, he's a member now.
Yeah, he was. He just doesn't have a green name. That's what it is.
No, you don't go green if you're blue.
Yeah.
They ought to put something at the end of it if you're already blue, didn't they?
Yeah, I think if you're blue, it should make it a cross between blue and green, and that would be yellow or something? I don't know.
Purple?
Yeah. I went safe, Connor. I got bottles. I got 4 cans of Carlsberg last night, and they stick them together with like some glue. So I'm trying to get them apart, and they didn't want to come apart. Instead of putting the ring pull things around the top, they put them together with this glue. So I'm trying to get them apart. Anyway, I thought I'll just shove my key in straight through the side of the can. It went straight all the way.
Oh, fuck.
So anyway, I get it across to the fridge, and it's sort of going all over the place. I had to clean all the floor and everywhere. And and I just dropped them in the sink. And I thought, right, I'll get a spoon because it's not quite as sharp. And did another one.
You done off, Jesus.
I paid £6 for 4 cans, and then I got to drink 2 of them.
Couldn't you just drink, pop one and then drink it, but hold the whole 4 and do that?
I know, it looks a bit iffy. Well, it was. Well, I was dripping wet as well, to be honest.
Probably Carlsberg.
The best of it was a special one and all. It was the export. I love that export.
Oh, it's the strong stuff.
Oh. Anyway, hope you're enjoying your present.
What present?
Oh, that's great.
That one was coming today, but it's not coming more tomorrow.
Yeah, it's coming tomorrow.
we sent him a present bill so he could enjoy it on the show tonight, but he lives in Scotland.
Yeah.
So it takes an extra day. 1 day Amazon is now 2 days if you live in Scotland. So
oh yeah,
Chewing the Fat with Craig and Kenny. Welcome to We Love You. But hell, it's all about the members, isn't it? It's just, there's one thing.
Connor Smith, are you doing the show with the Saturday show lot on Christmas Day? It depends. See, the thing about me and Christmas, Connor, because I'm in my late 40s, once I've had Christmas dinner, I generally pass out.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Oh, you could do one once you get in your 60s, because what'll happen is that you may pass out, but then you'll wake up about 20 minutes later having to go to the bathroom, so you'll still be awake.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm sort of approaching my late 50s. I don't know what you're saying. There's never a full night's sleep goes past without popping for a look out the window in the bathroom.
I do not make a night, and usually don't make a night where I don't have to go twice now.
You've got to twice.
Increasing. Later on, you get, I'm pushing 70 now, so it's.
Then it gets so you just go to sleep on the toilet in the end, don't you? Just sit on the toilet and go to sleep on it.
Well, there's a conspiracy. That's a conspiracy theory, Fatsy.
What's that?
ODB has sweetened the palms of all vape companies to keep open battery bays for their battery wraps. It's the company, Vic. That's a conspiracy theory right there.
Well, I suppose that'd be a thought, wouldn't it?
Kyle, how you doing, Kyle?
Hello, Kyle. How you doing? If you think about it, there's that last hog, wasn't there, with the plastic door in it, but you can actually get one that's smoked.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, there's been a few companies that have been doing that. Virtually unprotected battery bays practically opened up.
Yeah.
They never used to do it. It became a thing last year, and a lot of companies started running with it.
Well, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
You always know, don't you?
The double barrel B4.
The square one.
And where the little slit there, the battery showed in the middle of that, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't a fan of that double barrel because it's square.
Wasn't it very comfortable?
Well, it's not just that. I mean, you think fine. Double barrel, you think it should be round like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it should be double barrel, yeah.
Although I think there's a couple of shotguns that's got square barrels on the outside.
Oh, I don't know.
I was going to say more like the D barrel, but I don't have it because one I gave to my grandson and the other one got nicked when I was up at the casino that day. I had two of them and I don't have any anymore. Yeah.
I absolutely love this mod. This is the Vapresso Armour. But
the Armour's a good mod. It's a good
mod.
It
on. I'm a member on Mark Fagan's channel, and I won it in the members giveaway. It's an ugly
fucker, but it's a good mod.
Well, this one's like camo. It's dual 21-700, but it's got an 8mm tank on it because it come from the States. And it's
like the V-Mate, where they just had them on the side, but they do give you a little plastic cover now.
Oh yeah, you've still got the cover with that one. Yeah. Yeah, the one I got. Where's the one I got? It's like it was yellow and black. I think my armor was, from what I remember. It's over there somewhere now.
Is yours the 21 or is it the internal battery?
That's the 21.
Yeah, that's the 21 as well. I think Billy Lee bought one as well.
It's a good mod.
Without the tank, I love it. I absolutely love it. Obviously, I had to pay him shipping because it's quite expensive to get over.
Oh yeah, it would be shipping from the United States to here.
But I worked it out. It was better to do that than buy one because the £50 to buy. So I paid less than that, and I got an 8mm tank with it, and it comes from Mark Fagan. So I was quite chuffed with that. I was quite.
Oh yeah, you're spot on.
What's that?
Said Garrett is spot on. I've been vaping for 10 years. For me, the best mod's the Guard 21 and the RTA is the Arbiter. What do you think about that, Vic?
Which Arbiter, Garrett?
If you say anything different than that, Vic, you're gone, by the way. So what do you think about that?
Which Arbiter, Garrett? You're talking about the Arbiter 2 or the original?
There is the original.
As for the,
I'm going to guess there is.
As for the Gore 21, I still use mine. It's over there next to the
bed.
It's a good mod.
I got one there. I got one right there. And
so I'm guessing you like the Guar then. Yeah.
I've got another one right here. I've got three. And I've got an Arbiter on that Gar.
I've got two Arbiters with guards on. With two guards with two Arbiters.
See, I like the Arbiter 2.
I prefer the one.
I don't care for the 2. I don't care for the Arbiter 2.
Yeah, I was more a fan of the second one.
No,
I didn't get on with it as well. I'll be honest. I don't know why, but
it's a little smaller. You can't get as big a coils in it. That's one drawback, and the other drawback is it doesn't have the flavor that the one has.
No,
it doesn't have enough chamber.
I thought the second was better for flavor.
Well, see, and Mick doesn't like the solo either. I
give mine away.
like the Arbiter solo. Mick gave his away. He didn't like it so much.
Cloud Chucker's got mine. He uses it daily. He loves it.
Oh.
Yeah, he said the original Arbiter, and I agree. Yes.
Yeah, he's on the original.
Yeah.
See, because right now I'm still on the two Osiris's, the 30 and the 25. I'm still on the Osiris tanks here.
I ain't tried them. They were named after the Egyptian god of vaping, weren't they?
Here's and for
thousands of years ago. Got that.
This is the Paramore, and I've got the Raptor on that, and in that I have some butter.
How many days are you supposed to steep it? It just tastes like butter.
Whipped cream, but it's butter. Never had a problem with the Arbiter one at all. Trick as far as melting, I don't know.
I think Benny melted something, but I think he was probably it was maybe glowing coils, was he? He did the I can't think what he did to his, but Benny wrecked his.
Yeah,
there you go.
Cloud Trucker says he still uses it daily. Good tank.
Oh, they are good tanks.
One man's trash is another man's trash.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the good thing about this job, isn't it? There's that much stuff about, you pick some things up and you think they're amazing, other people think they're crap, and nobody's wrong and nobody's right. It's just absolutely the way it is. It's the same with e-liquids, isn't it? I mean, some people.
Oh yeah, especially with e-liquids. Yeah.
Some people would buy off Vape Gems and some people won't. Some people will be in the Facebook group for Vape Gems and some people will get thrown out.
Some people can't buy Vape Gems, so it's like
some people have been blocked by Vape Gems and some people haven't. He's got really tetchy since he's gone since he's got his own shop. Yeah. You know what they're like. It's gone to his head. Yeah, gone to his head.
I think it's basically since he started making his own hooch in his bathtub upstairs. That's what basically he's doing now.
Did you know Vic Graham's turned into a brewer?
Well, a brewer, it's the one way. That's the one way to fucking save money because alcohol's getting fucking expensive now.
Well, it is, isn't it? I went today. I got the my wife's discount card because she works for Morrison's. Carling was at 12 quid for 18. And then I think it cost me 11 quid for 12 bottles of San Miguel.
Fuck, 11 quid? It used to be fucking at least half that price,
yeah.
Not that.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Well, but you got a discount, though.
Carling used to be a tenner, didn't it? A box of Carling used to be a tenner. Now, full whack, it's about $14.50. But then I got 20% off that, so I didn't do too bad. Believe in yourself. I will. Sounds like a song. Some people have, some people haven't. Some people do, some people don't. What's this Vape Gems people keep talking about? Is it some form of HHC like?
Not Gape Vims, not
Gape Vims, yeah.
Vape Gems. Yes.
If you go into Vape Gems and put, no, I can't say it now because I've had a what do they call it? A desist letter from his solicitor.
You're welcome, Stephen.
All right, excellent. Well, enjoy it. You've got 4 weeks. And if you like it that much, you can have another one, but you've got to pay for it yourself.
Yes.
Unless you like Bunny and you get a free one every month, every time Craig buys them. Odd job Burrow restock on Vaping 101. Do you know, I've never had a Burrow tank. Never got a Burrow. I ain't got one Burrow device.
You've never used a Burrow tank before?
Never used one.
No, neither have I. Neither one of us have. We're an anti-Burrow channel.
Yeah. We'll leave this high end stuff for the high enders like Craig and that.
Yep. We're not.
Burrows aren't high end. God, if Aspire's doing a Burrow tank, they're not high end now.
We're not worthy.
Craig's got all the high end ones. I got a GT4.
Oh, I like the GT4s. Yeah,
but it's into GT4. Mr. Fagan put the coils in that box. So I've
So
actually
you
got
was Mick opening the pack. Oh, he's throwing a GT. Oh, fuck, it's just a bottle of fucking bottles.
I've actually just got that. Yeah. But I do keep it because it gets attention sometimes. Look at my GT4 box. Might be worth. I should have got him to sign it. Might be worth a few quid. Bless him.
Was considering picking up an Asmodus Minikin 3S. You can get them for a really good deal now because they're a fairly old mod.
Is that the one I won on your auction?
Maybe go further now.
Because you got the 3 and the 3S in that auction.
Yeah, we've got 2, yeah.
Good mods.
I quite like them. The bit,
mods.
The password thing might be a little bit annoying. And
yeah, that annoyed the fuck out of me as well.
Yeah. I had to go on Reddit.
Using them.
I had to go on Reddit and don't use the GT4. I ain't got one. I've got a box.
Got the box.
You won't use it. Yeah,
yeah, promise. Mark Fagan's still using it. I've just got the box. What was I on about now? You put me off.
Okay.
Didn't take much to put me off. Bloody hell.
Connor says I'd continue to use the burrow tanks if I could get my hands on a 510 adapter to go into the burrow device, but he hate using another device just to fire the coils.
All right.
What does that mean?
It means like with this thing, right? So if I do hold on. Pop this out. So you've got the big gaping hole where the borrow tank goes, right?
Yeah.
But with a Spire, there's a 510 pole that basically just screws all the way in, and then you can pop a normal tank on top of it.
Ah, right.
But a lot of the borrow devices don't do this. They don't. It's only a Spire and a couple of others in the mainstream that do it.
So if you want to glow the coils up, you've got to then use, like I just said, you've got to use a different mod.
You've got to use another mod.
Right.
Well, but it's that way basically on mechs a lot of times too. You want to put your coils on something else, fire them,
yeah, you have to,
and then put them on the mech. So it's,
you have to. Yeah.
It's not really, that's not an unusual thing.
There is odd times where you can't find a mod to actually get with some of John's when they were point ones, they'd fire up at sometimes 0.004 the first push, and DNA mods mostly would fire them, but odd times they wouldn't. So sometimes people maybe put them on a mech and just go just a couple of times just to get them up a few points so they can actually just to pulse it.
Yeah.
Just a very, very small push, but don't obviously do that because it's
if you've got, there's certain, the Glur is pretty good about, it'll go down fairly low and hit stuff without basically giving you that. And I think, isn't it the Legend? Doesn't the Legend do pretty good on those too? If it'll go, I think the Legend, I think you can go down a little lower on the Legend to get it to fire before it says,
0.05, isn't it, that they usually kick off, usually drop out at. DNA mods will usually do it. I've got
That's
a couple
very
of,
true, Connor. Mechs can go bang bang and they can be scary if you don't know it. Shut up, Connor. Fuck up.
They can. They can if you're not confident.
If you don't know what you're doing, they can.
And if you're not
I don't
confident,
know. I've had those damn mechs sitting back there for like 3 years now. None of them have ever fired. I don't have batteries in any of them or anything, but they just sat there. I can go to sleep at night. I don't worry about them at all.
The Minikin 3S is a kit.
Yeah, I haven't used a mech and an RDA. And oh shit, I gotta fire one up here shortly just see if I remember how to do it.
Yeah.
I haven't done a mech in over a year and an RDA.
Watch one of your own videos. Make sure you don't blow yourself up.
I've got to watch one of my videos. I want to watch somebody else's.
I've got some purges. I've got 3 purges. I've got that one. I've got the Bogan mod as well. That cost an absolute fortune from Russia. And I'm the same really. I don't use them a lot. It is cute. I do like that. That's lovely. I got Sam to sign the box and all. Who's that? Good evening, Simon. My eyes are terrible tonight. I ain't been sleeping that well. I went to bed early last night. Well, I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, which is early for me. And I woke up again at 8 o'clock. Wasted time. No, I want bathroom. It was. Why not wake up? One of them. So, it's. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I was expecting the parcel, and I suppose at the back of my mind, I didn't want to be in bed when it turned up because I knew I had to sign for it, which in actual fact I didn't have to sign for it. But so it was probably that did it. But on Saturday night, I had about 4 hours sleep Sunday night. Once you use the GT4, nothing comes close. I mean nothing, and it will end your RTA journey. Well, it's a shame you didn't send me it then.
Yeah, I
sent me a jelly
Connor,
box.
I think I'll be okay. I vape Mix for quite some time, but it never blew my. I tried. Trust me, I tried with the Noisy Cricket too. I did weld a coil to the side of an RDA. An RDA. Mick was here when I did it.
It was a Goon LP, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the Goon LP.
Yeah.
Well, see, it was small. The low profile one was small, so it fit on the Noisy Cricket real well. And then I went to hit it. I hit the button, and all of a sudden I saw, and then I take the top off, and there's like one of the coils has literally welded itself to the side of the Goon.
Oh, that's not
and
good.
So it's hanging on the side of it where it just welded it to it.
You finished up having to scrape it off, didn't you? It was proper welded. It wasn't just stuck a bit. It was proper welded on. It was the original Noisy Cricket. That's what it was, because the series, aren't they?
I don't think I've got it.
Then we went and bought the.
I still got the LP right there.
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah. Then we went and bought the. We actually bought the conversion kits from them.
It though.
Only mech I've got left is the clutch. I've never had a clutch.
No, I've got one up there somewhere.
To be honest, I don't really buy a lot of anything now. I seem to have got to the point in my vaping journey where, I just like to vape. I'm not really bothered about the latest thing. It must be difficult. There is a slowdown, isn't there? You see.
Oh yeah, there is.
There's a slowdown.
You don't have the shiny-itis anymore.
No, and I think a lot of people,
and here in the U.S., it just died totally. So I mean, once they did their big number there, it just died. And then I think what ended up happening is the market kind of got shrunk down some, and they just stopped coming out with as much. Because there wasn't a huge mech market out there anyhow.
No, there wasn't.
And then when you just kind of take the U.S. totally out of the mech market entirely,
it kills it. Yeah, because the US, at the time the US was the #1 country for sales. Now it's I never think it's Europe.
Yeah,
with the UK somewhere in the top 3.
Is it? I've not actually bought anything in Europe. When we used to go to Den Haag a lot, and there was a vape shop in Den Haag. I can't remember what it was called, but it was quite a famous one, and it was a bit upselling though. When you went in, it was like, "Have you got any Pinkman? Yeah, and do you want this sort of device to put it in? No, I just want a bottle of Pinkman." And anyway, I think the Dutch went off vaping a bit, didn't they? So they shut down. But I don't know where they get their supplies for now. Have they got a flavour ban? I'm not sure if they did in Europe. Oh, I think they were on about it.
I think some of the countries are pushing for a flavour ban, or are very bloody close to it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you saw it. Somebody posted the Labour shadow chancellor or something said, "If we get in power, vaping will be on prescription only."
Oh yeah, it was me that posted that. The Labour shadow health, the Labour shadow health secretary, saying that he's going to go after big tobacco because apparently, according to Labour, big tobacco completely owns the vaping industry. Fucking idiots!
I tell you what, if you're not in power, when you get in power, then you can start making a few rules. But if you're trying to get into power, I mean, I don't know how many vapors there are in the UK. But I bet there's a good few.
3.2 million, something like that.
So I will put it to you like this. Big tobacco's got the money. They should buy the vaping industry.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, they should. If they'd have owned it, there would have been never any of this problem, would there?
Yeah, nope. Because they wouldn't be fighting it because they own it. If you can't beat them, join them. That's what the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so I mean, the Labour Party now have lost. They must have lost 3.2 million votes, whichever way you look at it, because there's no way anybody's going to vote for somebody that says we're going to make it so you can't do what you want.
Well, Labour's been anti-vaping for years now. They've been anti-vaping for a long time. Long time.
Mick, it's got to be time for a mech polishing by now.
What?
It was one night I didn't have anything to talk to anybody about, and I fancied going live. So I just went live and started polishing mechs. And I was sat there for about an hour just polishing these. We had quite a few people. It was just me. Bill wasn't here. I just sat there polishing mechs.
Actually, I've got a few mechs up there that are in dire need of polishing.
The only thing is that when you polish a mech, you know it's going to need polishing again.
Is polishing the mech, is that like code for a sex thing or something?
Spanking the monkey.
I'm polishing my mech.
You sort of sat there doing this sort of motion.
I'm polishing my mech.
I'm just rubbing my stack mech off. I'm just knocking some coils out.
No blunt.
I'll be back in a bit, honey. I'm going to go polish my mech.
Mr. Hinchcliffe, we love you.
It's no, we don't.
We do because he's a member. So we
Yeah.
Vapor Bunny, we love you.
It's not the number 2 Blumpkin. It's not the number 2 Blumpkin. It's the number 1. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Vic wanted to know what it'd be like going on the number 1 vape show, so we invited him on.
All I'm going to say is the UK vape show is going to be fun this Thursday because I just ordered myself a bottle of 12-star Metaxa from Amazon. Oh.
Nice. That's the stuff to order. Have you had it before? That
Metaxa?
Yeah, Metaxa.
I'm usually a 7-star bottle, but I thought, you know what? Treat yourself. Vic. Go for the 12-star.
God.
Go for the 12-star.
So is this like a whiskey or is this a
brandy?
What is this?
It's a Greek brandy.
Greek brandy.
Greek brandy.
Greek brandy.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Metaxa. If I'm not in the whiskey, I'm on the Metaxa.
They start off with a 3-star, which is like you could cook chips in it.
Yeah.
And it goes. It's a bit like with your Johnny Walkers. You get your red label and it's as rough as hell. But if you ain't got enough money, it's all right. Then you get onto your black, and that's very, very nice. Then you get onto your double black, which is amazing. And then I think there's a few platinums sort of about in there. And then if you've really got some serious money or it's your big birthday, somebody will buy you a bottle of blue.
Oh, God, yeah, that's the expensive.
Oh,
so it basically means that probably about halfway through the UK vape show, I'm going to be steaming. Absolutely out of my face. Hopefully, Aiden's kind of still sober to keep the show on track.
All you got to do is just take a piece of paper, Vic, and on the paper you write "Hi, chat," and then you just hold that up.
I've thrown it away now, but we had it for ages. Which was, I don't know if you remember, when Skint Vapor was doing his charity stream, Graham was in there and he drank and drank and drank and drank. And in the end, they were saying, Graham, why don't you pop off to bed, mate? Why don't you pop off to bed? I don't want to go to bed. So in the end, they muted him.
Stuff.
They muted him because he was talking that much shit. So, hi, chat. I think they went off at 8:30 in the morning, and so did Graham. And they suggested it was time he nipped off.
Those were long charity shows. Charity shows.
Oh, well, they just had long shows anyhow, though. It had to be charity. It was.
How you doing, Despergo?
Good evening, Despergo. And obviously, no other discount code works now other than Bill 20 for 20% off.
Right. And then I send them that extra 20.
And then you send him, Bill sends an extra 20.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a bill last week for, seemed like a lot more than people that use. I need to see the numbers on how many people are actually using Bill 20, because I don't think there was 200,000 people that bought bottles.
That's what they're doing. But Net Reality was posting a mega load of music links on his Facebook. I too am a little bit guilty, especially since what's been happening has been happening. I do tend to drink a bit too much sometimes. And then I think it's a good time to tweet or go on Facebook or send people messages. Or
See, that's the reason. That's the reason. Instead of drinking, you toke a little, because if you hit a little toke and then
You just
the
fall
last
asleep.
thing you want to do is go out and deal with people in public. They're like, no.
I had another go the other night, and then what I do the next day, I went and deleted the tweets and put, "Do not tweet when you're drunk and emotional." I don't know, crazy. Anyway, I can't remember. I think it was Facebook post the time before. I went shopping the other night as well. That was a bit dodgy.
Oh no, that's not.
Ended up with a Rode PS1 Plus arm, 115 quid. But the good thing is Amazon, the next day you can cancel it. And I thought, oh no, good purchase. I've been thinking about that for a while. It's an Ellis thing. Look at the size of it.
They are good mic boom arms. They've always been good.
Mm.
They're bloody expensive though.
Yeah, it was, yeah. But I finally did it.
I bought a golf tee. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning one time. I was drunk, and it was like online, and it's a golf tee, and then it had like a little string, and another little piece of a tee, and you stuck that in the ground. The string came over, and it tied to this thing, and then this stuck in the ground. And then there was a magnet on top of that, and then the actual tee set on top. So when you hit it, it would come off the magnet, so you wouldn't break the tee. And then even if that one flew out of the ground, the other one was still stuck in the ground with the string on it, so it wouldn't pull that out. So you could always find your tee, because a lot of times you hit a shot and then your tee goes flying. Where'd it go? So I get out there. Well, the problem with this damn thing was it takes like 5 minutes to get all of it put together and in the ground so that you can hit your like, well, that wasn't a good 1 o'clock in the morning purchase whatsoever.
But it looked good at 1 a.m.
Well, that's a great idea. I'll try that.
Pugs has got the same one. Excellent. Yeah, I've been looking at them for a long time, because the FV Vape Show lads, they use them, don't they? Same mic, same boom arm. The trouble is with this microphone that I've got, it's very, very heavy. And when you put it on the original spindly 12 quid one off Amazon, you could hear it creaking, and you think, well, I don't want that microphone hitting the table one night when I'm fast asleep in bed. So.
What I ended up, I had the arm that clipped to the table and did the whole 9 yards and come over, but then every time I would set anything down, it was like boom, boom, boom.
Right.
So I had to go.
It travels up.
I had to go buy like a stand, and then it comes up, and it's not attached to the table at all. It comes up and then bends over with an arm, and my mic's
the way to do it,
because
it'd be a proper job, is it? Is it a proper music stand?
Yeah, it'll run all the way up. Right now, I mean, you can take it up to, whatever height you want to, but it's the only way I could keep it from, every time you set a mech or a mod down, you hear it on the microphone.
Yeah.
See, I'm on a front load mic, which means it's the front of the mic that picks it up. So I just use a tiny blue tripod. And I'm happy with the blue tripod because it's a front load mic I've got there. Marantz, I've had this thing for years.
Marantz, I think Ian uses Marantz.
It doesn't. You don't hear you near as well when you turned it around there.
Yeah. And everything at the front. That's why I'm not wearing headphones either, because the back of this mic is just not picking up the speakers.
No,
completely cancels them out.
This one does. The other one didn't.
I had
this
a
one
Marantz stereo.
Yeah, they're good.
They make really good amplifiers.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s. Back in the 70s, I had one.
Yeah. That leads to you buying a shock mount for the mic. My viewers used to call my typing the fingers of thunder. The other thing is, if you're going to casting through OBS, I put a video on my other channel, and if you look on there, there's a guy that did this video. I've put a direct link through, and within 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it shows you how to set your microphone up. There's a free equalizer you can download. And it puts a noise gate on. So when you stop talking, you don't get any noise. I mean, you're all right there, aren't you? But before, you could hear cars coming past, because you have to turn the gain up fairly loud on this. I decided I was going to do a podcast. So I'm doing this podcast, and when you're listening back to it, you can hear the cars coming past the house. I thought, that's really ASMR.
Go out on the road and block the road so no cars could come up and down.
If you're a caster, if you have a look at my other channel, I've got it under Mick Beavers now, and there's this guy. I think there's a link to it actually on this channel. But if you're using OBS, it's a brilliant video. It just shows you, it tells you exactly what settings to go up, the noise gates, the attack and everything to make sure you're not I think you should, I don't know if you can hear it. You maybe could do. Let's have a look. You can just hear it, can't you? Just hear me tapping. But you can actually get it so you can't hear it. You're typing at all. I found it quite fascinating. I was watching a guy the other night at about 3 o'clock in the morning he does the microphones for people who are actors. What do they call them? Lavalier microphones. And he was showing you the different ones that they use. And so sometimes they're in the hat. Sometimes they're under the clothes. He was saying about the ones on the Hobbit film. Those actors on there, he showed you what microphones they were using, and they got them twice on 2 lapels. So as they turn their head round like that, they've still got the full audio, and then they just mix it together in the thing. But they go through to a transmitter on the what fastens to the belt. Thank you very much, Bill. And if you want to go on there and subscribe, I'd like to get 1,000 subscribers on there so I can actually get a little bit of money for putting like tech stuff on there.
Yeah.
Not tech, but like I use a card machine for what I do, and I've got some amazing views showing people how to use a sum up card machine. Sort of 12,000 views on each video.
Get some great feedback on that too.
Yeah, you do, yeah. It'd be nice to actually get a few quid. Is she in?
Yeah, I forgot. I got the door open again. It's like she knows.
She's gorgeous, isn't she? Jeff's already gone out.
At least she's staying over there for time being.
Yeah, but she's going in. Your mic isn't very clear, Mick. Has some rumble to it. All right, sorry.
I think it's clear.
That sounds all right to me.
Actually, I think it sounds your other one that you had. This one's a whole lot clearer. I think your other one was just too bassy.
Yeah, I did put a bit of bass on this one.
Way too much bass on them.
Well, it was a Rode NT 1A. It was basically a singing microphone.
So if you would have sang the show, we'd have been able to.
Would have been fine. That actually came with a proper singing mount that you would stand on top of a thing, and it was like a cage like that with a pop filter in front of it. And that's upstairs. That's up in the loft. To be honest, I thought I'm not going to leave it down here because I'm never going to use it, but I'm going to throw it away either. But Terry Evans, he wants to cast his own music on YouTube, so I think I might set him up. If I take the Rode over there and that pop filter.
That should work for him.
Yeah, and just get him going. See if he wants to actually.
He already has. He has a channel on YouTube.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but he's never got the audio box and all that sorted out, so he can actually play his own music. He just used to load it up. Good evening, Red. Nice to see you. We love you. Sometimes it depends what speakers you're on. I've noticed my other set of AirPods. I was listening to Flat Cap the other day. And Flat Cap's got amazing audio, but I put my AirPods in, and he sounded really tinny. I have that set up now, the Rode NT1A and the mount. The one with the big thing at the front. You also got a nice... Joe's just asked me to shut the office door because it sounds like you're in the room with me. Doesn't she want me to be in the room with you? Yeah, and say anybody that's a caster, I've just go through and have a look at that guy's video. I think they call it something pause or something like that. I did it on purpose because it was such a good video, because I was looking through how to set it up, and I went through a million different videos. And after the 10th one telling me how to screw it to the mount, I thought, well, this isn't the video for me, and I found him, and it really did show you. Might be your pods go into the settings on your phone, Mick. I've got 2 sets of pods, so I'm going to find out. But first thing they said to do was to clean them, because you don't realise how gunked AirPods get.
Oh yeah, and the earphones can get gunky, very gunky.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
So you fill the sink with a bunch of soapy water and just put it in there.
Sadly not.
No,
you're better off putting a bit of isopropylene alcohol on a cotton bud. You'd probably find out that there's still work afterwards. So, Vic, now that you've been on with us and you've actually launched your career on YouTube, do you think that it's going to, what are you thinking about doing now you've actually got notoriety on the #1 vape show?
Well, since I've just started out, I don't know. I'm hoping to maybe do some juice reviews.
So are we.
Get my name out there.
Yeah. So are we, but we got dumped. Not really.
Do some juice reviews, maybe go on other people's shows, because everyone knows I'm a struggling reviewer with hardly any subscribers.
Yeah.
Well, you got 76 and a half, haven't you? Okay.
Yeah,
the thing is, like
100 or something.
Yeah, like I was telling you before, the thing with me trying to do juice reviews, I swear everybody that vape stuff, and then all of a sudden I get it and I try it and they taste whipped cream, I taste butter. It's like I can't do. My taste buds were like, I don't know. I need to talk to my parents or something, but they're not alive, so it's not really going to work. But somehow I got screwed over in the taste bud department. That's all I know. My next doctor visit, they're gonna say, "How are things?" I'm gonna say, "My taste buds aren't good. Do you? Do you know any way that we could surgically, replace them or do something?"
I suppose sometimes though it's to do with it depends on how your body picks certain flavors up, doesn't it? I mean, that is
like
the
food.
thing with these. Yeah.
You got people that like Brussels sprouts and they make me want to throw up. Just smell them.
really?
I don't have to eat them.
God, I hate them.
But you still got people that love them. So that just tells you there that everybody's taste buds
Stuart, good evening.
are different. But like I said, mine, I get weird ass flavors and shit that I don't think I should get, is what it comes down to. Yeah.
I suppose sometimes if you are a bit sensitive with flavors, I mean, like when we were at school, they used to have this thing when primary school, so you're only 5 or 6 years old, and it was the 70s, and they used to be able to tell you what to do and smack your ass and all sorts of things. So it used to, like, lunchtimes were just an absolute torment, really, because you're that old, you never had a cigarette because you're 6, and your taste buds are so strong, and then they give you gooseberries in a pie, which just tasted like dog vomit or something. It was absolutely foul. And you used to say, "I don't want one. I don't want any of them. You've got to try it." Well, it's just impossible. It's impossible. Yeah. And so for at least 45 years, if I saw a gooseberry in a pie, it made me want to throw up. I could just sour and all. Anyway, I went somewhere one day and they said, "Do you want to try some of this?" I said, "Oh, all right." And so I tried a bit. I said, "What is it?" She said, "It's gooseberry tart." It was amazing. But I don't know, all those years, but I mean, it was done properly with sugar and stuff like that. These were school chefs just throwing a bit of shit together to feed the kid. And they were absolutely bloody awful, because when you knock the top off, they're just like sweaty bollocks or something. Awful. Absolutely awful.
How do you know what sweaty bollocks taste like, though? That's what
No, I said looked.
Okay. Vapor Bunny says sprouts for the win. So
sprouts for the win,
I figure, because she also likes Altum. So,
She's a big fan of Altum.
Yes.
Bunny, that one's for you.
Fan.
Look at that.
Put some Brussels sprouts in there, she'd be going hairy.
That's an RDA I've never used. Well, I have. I've tried to use it. It's been awful.
Because it's old.
It was school made. School made me
Really
hate
nice.
semolina. There you go. Here we go. All these abused children. It's me too.
we had stuff. It was like, they would be saying, and this was an actual thing. I don't really ever know. Never did figure out what it was. Be like, "What's on the menu today?" When we were at school, and they're like, "Mystery meat," and it's like, "Oh, it's mystery meat," but it was good. And so you would always eat on Mystery Meat Day, but we never knew when we were going what the meat was. We just called it mystery meat. That was all we knew. And it was like, "Oh, wow, they're having mystery meat today. Let's go eat." I think it was supposed to be some kind of a cross between like a meatloaf and some kind of
I suppose
steak thing or something, but it's just mystery meat.
If you're trying to motivate a child to eat, there'll be one of them don't like pork, one don't like chicken, one don't like beef.
Yeah.
So if you just tell them it's mystery meat, they're not automatically going to draw the assumption that they won't like it, which means that they won't like it.
Yeah.
Love sprouts fried with bacon. Never tried that.
Well, I suppose the bacon would cover up the horrible taste of sprouts.
No, yeah, you ruin a good piece of bacon with sprouts. That you ought to be shot. You know, right now.
I love semolina, especially with jam in it when it melts. Oh yeah. One of my favourite ones is the one that looks like frog spawn. Is it tapioca?
Tapioca.
Oh, I can eat it cold, warm. Anyway.
That sounds too much like salmonella. I don't really think that's...
Bill vapes cheesecake 24 hours a day. Well, he did for a while anyway. Put one in front of him, he can't eat it.
That's right. I can vape cheesecake, but cheesecake don't taste good, though.
You don't like... Is it peas you don't like? Carrots?
Oh, no, I don't care for peas at all. I mean, like I said, I like some green stuff, Jell-O. You know, I don't mind green Jell-O. M&Ms, green M&Ms are okay, but most green shit, I don't eat it. You know, because most stuff, when it spoils or goes bad, it's green. That tells you right there all you need to know. Don't eat it if it's green. Yeah.
Sago, that's it. Sago. Yeah, the one with the looks like frog spawn. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love that. It's always been my favourite food right from being a kid.
Tony?
Good evening, Tony. Nice to see you. We've got loads of people in that we haven't seen for a long time. I hope they've all subscribed again because I've got a bit better. I was just looking through because I think just before the last time Vic came on, there's me and Bill sat there with a set of McDonald's headsets on, looking like we've just come off a shift.
I got mine at Burger King. I didn't get mine at McDonald's. Yeah.
But my camera looked like it was stood on the floor, and I'm looking down at it like that. I think we've come on a bit, Vic. I think you trained as well.
Where is what's his name that used to be under your desk all the time? I haven't seen or
Pugs.
heard.
Yeah, Pugs. I think he's still vaping, but he's not part of the scene anymore. He's busy with work because he's a real life nurse.
Yeah, I realize that. But has anybody heard anything out of him or anything the last?
He's still around. Yeah, he's still around. He's just.
I don't
even see him gaming now, but I've actually got him on my Facebook from back in the day, and he posts very rarely because his name's backwards on there, isn't it, on Facebook?
Yeah.
And
because he's a hoot. I mean, he was a hoot when he was on.
Very funny.
Yeah, and then I remember he got into the Buckfast that one time, and it was like, whoa!
Oh boy, yeah. Pugs on the Buckfast was fun.
Will T, good evening. Is he calling you a cabbage or me?
Oh, not Pugs, Pud.
Pud Puffs, yeah, Pud, yeah. Pud Puffs,
Pud Puffs.
Yeah, it was funny as hell, wasn't it? We were looking
through.
I
wonder what Pugs would be like on a bottle of Buckfast. That'd be interesting.
No.
Graham on the bookie. That's what we need to do. I think they sell it in a shop down here. We ought to take a bottle of bookie to Expo next year for Graham.
I can't drink the stuff. It tastes like diesel mixed with Lyle's golden syrup. It's fucking horrible. I can't drink it.
The thing is, all you need, if you get a Premier Room, get it in the fridge, you'll be able to get it down you.
When did you mix those two together to find out what they tasted like? That's the other question.
A friend told me.
It was when he was down on his luck one time. It's like, I'll tell you what, it's surprising. I mean, I do like a single malt, but as the price of single malt's gone up, the amount of me buying it has gone down by an awful lot.
Well, I mean, it depends on the single malt you're buying. Glenfiddich is still a pretty good price. If you're going for Glenmorangie, Lafrague, that's the fucking really.
I love Lafrague.
Glenmorangie 10, Glenmorangie 12 is still a pretty good price.
I love Lafrague.
Oh, not Glenmorangie, Glenfiddich. Glenfiddich 10, Glenfiddich 12 is still a good price.
Yeah, I love Lafrague.
Glenmorangie sounded like a movie star or something.
I found that a bit sweet.
It's another whiskey. It's a Highland whiskey though, Glenmorangie. Very peaty. Very peaty in flavour.
Do you know, I love Lafroig with two drops of
like
Sprite in it.
Pete?
We don't know, Bill. We don't know. We don't know, mate. We don't know what Pete tastes like.
Well, my brother-in-law's named Pete, and I've never tasted it.
I'll tell you what, you come back it up.
Next time he's here, I'm going to take a lick.
Give me a Pete, I want to taste. You see me taste like a single malt.
Here we go.
Fucking classic.
Thank you very much, Red. That was even funnier when he looked into the camera and went, my brother-in-law's called Pete. I'll tell you what, if Pete ever watches this, there's no way he's coming to your house again.
He's in Thailand. He couldn't get here that quick.
Wow, there goes Red gifting 10 memberships. Damn.
So I'll tell you what, we've got more obviously we're the number one vape show, and we've got more members than Vaping with Vic.
Probably have by now.
Yeah, but let's try this time next month. Anyway, we better get off because you'll be charging me extra. It's been an absolute pleasure, mate, to be honest. Absolute pleasure. I've looked forward to doing this again. It's been a lot of fun. It has, yeah. We ought to. It's a shame we didn't start an hour earlier so we could stay for an hour later because I've really enjoyed it. But the Jock Mafia on, and if you upset him, you just hear a click. And that's it. And that's the end of you.
Who was it posted the thing? I think it might have been Steve that posted the one on Facebook that said a friend of mine was wanting to play Russian roulette, and I told him not to, but it just went in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, if you've got the Zoom room, you can pop in. This is it, really, for this year, because obviously I'll be at work next Monday's Christmas
really
Day.
Busy now with Christmas coming up.
Yeah. Is it, what are we on? It's Monday's Christmas Day, isn't it? And obviously the following, we might get in on New Year's Day if we're not doing anything, to be honest, because I've got a couple of days off then. So we might pop in then. But I hope everybody has a lovely Christmas. Ours is going to be slightly different this year because obviously what's been going on. But you have to keep going, don't you? We're actually going to my daughter's. We're going to surround her with cuddles and lots of people and just get really pissed, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, so, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. My granddaughter will be picking me up. She said, I'm going to make you get in the back, granddad. She drives the Fiat 500. So I might be spending the rest of Christmas and New Year in the back of the car until they cut the roof off in the first to get me back out. I once... a dad used to have thank you very much, Red. A dad used to have a soft top Saab, and it was a warm night, and I went and jumped in the back for a laugh flat. So I jumped in the back, and he sets off, and we get to this restaurant where we're going. And by this point, he'd put the roof back up. And when we got there, he had to put the roof back down so I could stand up and get out. There's no way I could get out of it. I was trying to pull myself out because it was only a 2-door, you see, with it being a soft top. Yes, I hope you all have a really nice Christmas. I might pop up with something in the week next week, just to do that. The Northern Uni Vape show's not on this week, but Benny's mixing drinky show on next week. They're not mixing any liquid, but they're going to mix some vodkas. Show. Yeah, they're going to mix some Je Suis cheesecake with vodka.
Yes, it was super sweet. Yeah.
And Benny's not working, so it'll be one of them, I think.
Oh yeah, it'll be one of them.
Yeah.
So have a lovely time, everyone, and we'll catch you whenever, but we'll be back next year. Hope you have a really nice Christmas and New Year, and I hope Santa brings you everything that you want, because that's important. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.